This is based on the psychiatric group therapy idea. The young mothers can air their problems by listening to what the others have to say. They have a sense of release by giving voice to their grumbles and grievances. And this in itself relieves some of the tension that they're suffering.
Well, my children are 7 and 11, and if I was in any kind of financial trouble, they'd be the last ones to know about it. I think there are enough pressures on children without thinking they're going home and they don't know if there's a dinner there, or if their mother's going to be upset over debts and things like this. I think it's a mother's duty to protect the children from things like this.
It is always repellent to see a young girl change into a worried and grey-faced housewife with 2 or 3 children. This is a depressing sight. The transformation is the fact that they probably have their children too quickly, that they have been going to work themselves prior to having their children. And then when the wife becomes pregnant, her income fails, and they're left on the resources which the husband can bring in.
I thought marriage would be lovely, you know. I thought there'd be no worries, you know, plenty of lovely babies. But it's a rude awakening when the babies come and the bills roll in with them. And you visualise a house and a garden, and my children don't have a garden, so it's totally different. Whereas we always had a garden to play in, and my mum used to say, well, go on out and play mine. I've never got rid of that way. It's either go in the bedroom and don't make a noise as the neighbours will start, or be quiet, you know, Daddy's trying to have a sleep, his night work, you know, and, you know, it's not at all like you imagined.
All the children sleep in one room with me, yes, and my Johnny sees me, my husband, kissing in bed, but he tells my mother, and my mother says, oh, you shouldn't do it. You should never do it in front of them, because I always think they're always asleep. But they're not, they're awake. And Johnny says, oh, Mummy, I see you kissing Daddy. Well, that's not very nice, is it, after all said and done? I mean, you can't do it, there's no prices at all.
I mean, a little kiss and a cuddle's all right, but I think that children, especially most children, should be out of the bedroom at a certain age.
I make myself ill over it, and then I'm in bed for a couple of days. And then my husband sometimes have to stop home from work to look after the children. Now, this what happened a couple of weeks ago. I was, I shouldn't say it, hemorrhaging. And I was rushed to the hospital on Sunday. My husband, there's always arguments in the house about the children, as I was saying. But what can you do? You just have to ignore it. Stop it.
Well, this sort of thing is going on now as part of the frustration,
yes,
isn't
and
it?
Yes, and it all works out.
You know,
and then I'm rushed to hospital. Yes, I'll get some in a minute. Wait. I was... John, please, I'm talking.